Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Emily Rose. I'm an intuitive channel and tarot practitioner with a focus on inner work and self awareness. Tomorrow, February 9th, 2024, is actually a new moon. I do not know what sign it's in. I'm sure Instagram will tell me at some point today. But the energy of the new moon is definitely infusing this space and this reading. All of my readings are timeless, so it doesn't matter when you see this. If the message resonates, then it's for you. As I was sitting with the energy a little bit earlier, a very clear message came through that said, you are the love you've been waiting for. You are it. You are your whole world. And isn't that the truth? Our experience of reality, our entire experience of life happens right in here, you know? And your relationship to yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. That makes me think of the Lover's card, which is essentially about choosing yourself and recognizing that you are in a relationship with yourself from the first day of life to the last. Your primary relationship is to yourself, and that relationship is the foundation of your life. It sets the tone for your entire life, right? But I just thought that was so beautiful. You are the love you've been waiting for. There's a lot to unpack in that one sentence. So with that said, let's dive right into the cards and see what wants to come through. We are going to be working with Tarot of the Abyss to start. I have a couple other decks waiting in the wings, but we'll see where it takes us. You guys, I cannot. It's the Lover's card. I wish my camera had been down a little bit more so that you could see. I'm actually shuffling. Like, I did not plan this. Oh my goodness. This is one of my favorite renditions of the Lover's card too, with the two trees all entwined. It's like you can see they start as one and then they separate and then they re-merge. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's pull a couple more. I am actually shuffling, I swear. Six of Wands. One more. Oh, it's a strong message. It's a strong message today. I'm getting it immediately. King of Swords. Okay. Wow. So, again, the Lover's card. What it really boils down to is, can you choose yourself? Can you choose yourself? It's easy to say, do you love yourself? But I mean, at the end of the day, Yes, we all already do. Self-hate is actually just a coping mechanism. It's us hating ourselves preemptively in case other people hate us. We're trying to prevent other people hating us by hating ourselves, right? So at the end of the day, we do all love ourselves. It's just whether or not it's a conscious choice. And that is what the Lover's card is all about. Can you consciously choose to love yourself? And you consciously choose yourself. That way, every relationship that you enter into, whether it's a relationship with another person, a relationship with your phone, a relationship with the food you eat, you're in relationship to everything, right? Every single relationship that you enter into can be founded on connection to yourself, harmony, oneness within you, you know. I love how this kind of this really symbolizes the journey that we all go on for those of us who are committed to self-awareness and self-healing, etc. We kind of we start as one, right? When we're born, we are unified in theory. We are unified, but then we experience a split through conditioning and trauma and pain, socialization, etc. We split off from aspects of ourselves. We fragment internally, right? That's what's happening with the tree. It splits. And then there comes a point where you have to consciously choose to reunify with yourself. It's not just something that's happening by default. You have to choose yourself. Come home to yourself by choice, right? I love this. You're ready to do that. I mean, I think if you're watching this, you're probably already in the process of doing that. But you're ready to take it to a whole new level, you know. The Six of Wands is about feeling pride in yourself, a sense of victory and accomplishment, but also receiving recognition for your accomplishments. You see how in this picture there's a girl on stage. It looks like she was just giving a performance, and all the people in the audience are clapping for her as she's bowing. She's receiving external recognition for her accomplishments. Well, in this moment, the Six of Wands is asking, can you give that to yourself? You know? I mean, that's something that I've had to ask myself many times with my creative endeavors, and even in this new endeavor of this YouTube channel. You know, and can I do I recognize myself even when no one is watching? Do I like me? Do I like me? Am I proud of what I'm doing? Do I like my own content? Honestly, you know, can I give myself a round of applause even when externally it's crickets chirping, you know? So can you recognize yourself, and can you give yourself the sort of metaphorical pat on the back or whatever, um, for what you're doing, what you have done, just for who you are, you know? The King of Swords. When I look at this King of Swords, I just hear the words, I see. I see clearly. He represents objective truth, being fully committed to objective truth, not being swayed by mood swings or the emotion of the moment. You know, he's committed to truth, objective truth. Do you see the objective truth of yourself beyond the old stories and the pain and the conditioning and all of the stories that you've taken on that are not yours? There's somebody else's story that you were conditioned into, or you unconsciously chose to make your own. right? All of that clouds your vision. You don't see yourself clearly. Well, now I think you're seeing yourself more clearly. You're seeing the full truth of who you are. I mean, I don't know if we can ever fully see the full truth of who we are, but that's a whole nother conversation. But as much as you can, you're seeing a much more complete picture of the truth of who you are, including how amazing you are, right? And it's becoming easier and easier for you to love yourself, recognize yourself, validate yourself, and choose yourself. Okay. Yay. This makes me so happy. Okay. We're already 10 minutes in. Let's go to the primary challenge. What is the primary challenge that you are moving through or facing right now? Two of Pentacles. I don't like the Two of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Let's pull one more. Eight of Cups. Oh, okay. Okay, so I think on some level you know what I'm saying. You can feel what I'm saying, that you're really in a whole new phase of life. I think I wouldn't even necessarily say that you are, walking into a new phase of life. I mean, to some degree you are, but what I feel is more that you have anchored. You're already in a new phase of life. You're in it, and your only job now is to get used to it, to get settled, right? You already made the transition. There's no death card here. There's no Wheel of Fortune here. You already did it. You're in a new phase of life, period. Now it's time to settle. Now it's time to get comfortable and get used to it, right? This Two of Pentacles, it's funny because there's like almost a ghost of the person behind them. I don't know how well you could really see that. So it's almost like there's this echo. There's an echo that you're still experiencing of the old you, and it comes and goes in like flashes. And this echo of the old you that struggles with self-love, that echo makes it difficult for you to really celebrate yourself, to celebrate this huge milestone that you've just hit, which is a phase of life defined by self-love and self-choice, self-connection, right? It almost is like, it's like a little voice in your head that makes you question, even though for the most part, you're feeling amazing. It's like, but it's just an echo. You have to know it's just an echo of the old, and it's just a story. It's just a story. It doesn't have any meaning or weight other than what you give it. The only power that a story has is the power that we give it. So if you can just recognize that little like nibbler voice in the back of your head sometimes that makes you disconnect from yourself or question yourself, recognize it's just an echo. It's not real. It's an echo of your old life. And I think when you recognize that, if you bring awareness to that, that's the old me, and it's so different. And you recognize that, it'll be much easier for you to appreciate who you are and where you are now, and to be fully embodied in joy in this moment. The Eight of Cups is saying that there is a situation or a relationship that you gotta walk away from. It's that simple. There's no sugarcoating it whatsoever. Because this is showing up as part of the challenge. This means you're struggling to do this now. So whatever it is, you got to fill in the blank with your own life situation. Is it a relationship? Is it a workplace? Is it where you live? Maybe it's a way of relating to yourself, right? Everything is relationships. Everything is relationships. But there is some relationship in your life that you have to choose to walk away from. The difficult thing about it is that to some extent it still functions, or it's still working. And that makes it enticing to stay. That's really what the Eight of Cups is all about. It's like you're in a situation that's technically still functioning, but it's not fulfilling. You got to get radically honest with yourself and admit, this just isn't fulfilling. Even though it's working, it's not fulfilling. And that alone is enough of a reason to go. It's time to go. Okay, let's wrap it up with some advice from Spirit. Ten of Cups. Ooh. Beautiful. Okay. There's a time and place for everything, right? There's a time and place for shadow work. There's a time and a place where it is appropriate to go deep into, your shadows, your pain, your struggles, etc., and alchemize it and bring love and light to it, transform it, update it, upgrade it, etc. And there is a time and place to recognize, oh, that's just an echo of the old me. That's funny. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay. Refocus on the joy. And that is what this reading is saying. What is appropriate for you to do now is to just, recognize that old self, recognize that old painful story, whatever it is for you. Recognize it for what it is when it comes up, and then smile, send it gratitude, whatever you want to do, and refocus. Don't go into it. You don't need to go into it. You know what it is. You've explored it already. It's time to let your higher self lead you into greater joy. Two of Swords. Ooh, as advice. That's an interesting one. And one more card. Two of Wands. Ooh, Two of Swords and Two of Wands. Interesting. Yeah. Make the decision, make the conscious choice to follow your higher self, your heart, your most authentic self, whatever you want to call it, your soul, into joy. into the new dawn, the new day, the next era of your life. You don't need to keep going back into this old pain over and over again. You've already done that. Choose joy. Choose joy. Choose the future. That doesn't mean that you ignore the past, you forget it, or you get angry when the old you pops up, right? It's you learn from the past, you appreciate it, and let it inform how you want to move into the future. It's time to focus on the future and to manifest this new era of life defined by self-love, which practically what that means is you choose yourself first, always. You recognize and appreciate yourself first, always. That is the foundation of your life. And then when other people love you, when other people see you and recognize you, it's just the cherry on top. And it's not a relationship founded on desperation or neediness or lack, right? Okay. Ha. This was so beautiful. Thank you for letting me read for you today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.